Good evening and welcome to the Township Committee meeting of October 28th, 2014. Ms. Burke, please call the roll.
Committeeman Delcor.
Here.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Here.
Committeeman Sirachi. Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Here.
Mayor Thompson.
Here. Please join me in a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know, I thought it was going to come in.
Okay, please be advised that in accordance with Section 5 of the Open Publics Meeting Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, that notice of this meeting was made by the posting on the bulletin board at the Hillsborough Municipal Complex and notifying the officially designated newspapers that this meeting would be taking place at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex at 7:30 p.m. on October 28, 2014. Before we begin this evening, we're going to pause for a moment of silence for our neighbors to the north. Last week, Canada's Parliament building was attacked and a soldier was fatally shot by a gunman who was also shot in the incident. And to our own countrymen to our west, in an all too familiar scene, a young man opened fire at his school and killed a fellow student, injured others, and then took his own life late last week in Washington State. We have learned that one of those injured students also passed away over this weekend. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of the victims in both of those tragic incidents, and will now pause for a moment of silence in their remembrance. Thank you. And now we're going to move on with the rest of our meeting agenda this evening. First, we're going to move to approval of the minutes, approval of the October 14, 2014 regular session minutes. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the October 14, 2014 regular session?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Abstain.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Okay. Now we're going to move on to reports from committee liaisons. And first up, Committeeman Delcor.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of items tonight from me. First of all, there was a batch of added and omitted tax bills that were mailed out on October the 24th. Any property owners that may have received that tax bill are reminded that this billing is in addition to the normal tax billing received earlier in the month, and payment is also remains due on November 1st with the normal 10-day grace period. So just to be sure that if there was anyone that got that, they understood it is part of the original tax bill that they had received and should treat it accordingly. On Tuesday, November the 11th, we will have our Veterans Day celebration ceremony here at the Municipal Complex at our Garden of Honor at 7 p.m. In the event of inclement weather, we will bring that ceremony indoors into our multipurpose room. As we usually do, we'll have a brief ceremony at the Garden of Honor, followed by a reception in the multipurpose room for veterans that are participating in the event, as well as spouses and any guests that come to witness the ceremony. Members of the public are also invited to come observe the ceremonies. If you would, we'd ask that anyone that is coming bring some canned goods or an item to add to the Hillsborough Community Assistance Network. If anyone has a question about which items are most needed by the Assistance Network, you can visit www.hillsborough-nj.org and click on the Hillsborough Community Assistance Network link. Immediately following the Veterans Day ceremony, we will have a Township Committee meeting that evening that will begin at 8 o'clock. I think we have an agenda point on the consent agenda later tonight to talk about that. As part of the agenda that evening, we will have a recognition of Teresa Hance, who has done a slideshow of the Veterans Breakfast that we had on Memorial Day, taking together a number of pictures from some of the photographers that were there, in particular Susan Gulliford. And it's on our website currently for those that would like to see what happened and some of the pictures from the Veterans Breakfast. I welcome you to take a look on our website and scroll through the slideshow. It's really a great event that we do each year at Memorial Day, and the slideshow really depicts overall the activities that go on that morning. So we will have that following our Veterans Day ceremony, which is our 6th annual. So the Veterans Day ceremony, again, will start at 7 p.m. on Tuesday the 11th, and then will be followed by a township meeting that evening. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeewoman McCauley.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few things this evening. We recently attended, both the mayor and myself, a business opening from Al Dente Pizzeria and Italian place. It's the old, I'll say it right, Zio's. Frank, that's the correct pronunciation?
Yes.
I call it Dio's, they call it Zio's. I think it was Zio's. It's behind the Wawa, behind the Old Man Rafferty's Shopping Center. So they had the grand opening this weekend, so please try and stop over there and support them. We welcome them to Hillsborough, and good luck to their new business endeavor. Also, this past weekend, the mayor and I went over to the Hillsborough Manville Elks chili cook-off. We actually did taste every single chili. I think there were about 17. They were quite overwhelmed with themselves that they had about 17 different chilies. They were all good, all unique, and there was a top winner that we all agreed on. I think he was there with the mayor of Manville as well, and some other people that were there for the bike run. It all was in support of the homeless veterans, and it was a nice day, so it turned out really well, and we want to thank them for the invitation. And the mayor had his voting cap on that day, and it was really, really a nice event, so I wanted to thank them. Just a reminder that this Sunday, daylight savings time is beginning, and we turn our clocks back. It's always our favorite time of the year, I know. Just a reminder to also check your batteries and your smoke and carbon monoxide alarms and detectors. It's a good time to check those things, and Fire Safety wanted me to remind the public to do so. This Friday is Halloween. I hope you're all ready to go and dressed up and have all your costumes ready to get some candy out there. It looks like some people are high-fiving, all dressed up to go. Just wanted to remind everybody, though, that the motorists out there will be kids and children walking around door to door, crossing streets. Just be extra cautious, and just make sure that you have reflective clothing on if you be out in the evening hours. And just a reminder, our local ordinance sets a curfew for those under 18, mischief night and Halloween. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., you should be off the street unless you're accompanied by an adult. One quick reminder, there's a Leadership Somerset program that the county puts on. It's a program that several of us here at the township, including employees and people in the public. The Leadership program is a great program to go through and see what Somerset County has to offer. Again, it's a leadership program. They're accepting applications for this year. The deadline to apply is October 31st, and you can apply right at the county. I believe it will be on their website as well. So just a reminder, if you have any interest in learning about Somerset County, what they have to offer, where your tax dollars go, and all the good things they have to offer for our services here in Somerset County. It's a great program. You get to meet a bunch of people from different locations and around the county as well. So just wanted to let you know a little bit about the Somerset program. Again, you can apply through the county by the 31st of October. Thank you, Mayor. That's it for me this evening.
Thank you. All right, Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Okay, the Shop Hillsborough program now has 67 businesses enrolled in it. So each month they usually give out a special and or a promotion. So please go to the website and check out the promotions that they may have. We have 2,400 registered participants in the program, and it keeps growing every day. If you have received the card, make sure you register and start using it and get the benefits. From the engineering department, there is still road paving on South Branch Road between Beekman Lane and River Road. Actually, that's been completed, and they're just waiting for it to be striped. Hopefully they can do that tomorrow. Overnight paving on Amwell Road between Woods Road and Clerico Lane is anticipated to be completed by the end of the week. All county paving should be completed on or before October 31st, weather permitting. Homestead Road project should be finished by this Friday, if the weather allows us, and then the striping should be done sometime next week. From the Recreation Department, just a reminder that the children's Halloween party and the winter girls basketball grades 4 through 6 still remains open. You can still attend. There's plenty of room. There's a new program now in the Recreation Department, Girls Open Gym for grades 7 through 12. The open gym will be Wednesdays from 7:30 to 8:30, beginning on December 3rd at the Hillsborough Middle School. More information can be available in the more information is available in the winter brochure. From the Social Services Department, donations are coming in for the Thanksgiving Adopt a Family program that we do with Somerset County. We are accepting frozen turkeys, hams, lasagnas here in the food bank for the holidays. The gift program applications are arriving. To date, we have 47 families enrolled, and more will be coming in over the next 2 weeks. Anyone wishing to sponsor a family or a person should email the office at rooms@hillsborough-nj.org or give Social Services a call at 908-369-3880. From the Department of Public Works, the information about our annual leaf collection program is on the township website. Leaf collection will begin on November 3rd, and updates and progress will be available on the website. Beginning on Saturday, November 8th, between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m., the leaf drop-off program will be available and will begin. Detailed information on that will be in Friday's e-news and on the township's website. Thank you, Mayor.
Great, thank you. A couple comments from me this evening. First, I was able to attend the Hillsborough High School homecoming and Red Ribbon football game. I believe that was 2 Fridays ago. It was a great event, not only to highlight the Red Ribbon Week here in Hillsborough, which is currently going on right now, but also Hillsborough won that game as well, and now we are 7-0, and from my understanding, we have clinched the division as well, so congratulations to Hillsborough High School football team on that accomplishment. And also, from what I understand, the Hillsborough High School gymnastics team also clinched their division championships at a tournament last week, so congratulations to them as well. Also last week, I was able to attend a seminar we had in town titled Pills to Heroin that highlighted the dangers of keeping prescription pills in the home and how it can quickly spiral out of control. It was a very good seminar presented by our Hillsborough Municipal Alliance. I encourage anyone who was not able to attend to try to learn as much as possible and to make sure that if you do have any unused medicine here in your medicine cabinets, please bring it to our police department. They have a drop-off box there where they will properly discard of any unused medicine. Moving on to this past Saturday, I was lucky enough to be joined by the state and county officials and the township officials up here at the soon-to-begin first phase of the athletic complex at Mountain View Park here in Hillsborough, which is the site of the former GSA Bellmead Depot. This project has been a long time coming, and the future of this park will ultimately be contiguous to the county's 5,500-mile Sourland Mountain Preserve. In conjunction with the county, we have worked on the details of this to purchase the parcel, the cleanup, and now entering the next phase of the development of the athletic complex. And if you would scroll over there, Kaz, for me. That is a view of what the first phase of the Mountain View Park is going to look like. So we are very excited to have that in the south part of the county. It's going to be a great asset to the already many parks that we have here in town. So again, thank you to our county, state, and to all the township officials who have been working very diligently on this for the past 9 years, 8 years? We've been
A long
working hard.
time, yeah.
We've been working hard on it. One other thing of note, I was able to attend a grand opening this past week for the Burger King in town. They just reopened, so if you are aware, you can stop by and see them. And I think if they're here tonight, they will also be getting a certificate for 36 years of business here in Hillsborough. Looking ahead, I am very pleased to announce, and this is an exciting one for me, very pleased to announce that Hillsborough Township has been selected by the New Jersey Devils to participate in the My Town series, which will highlight Hillsborough's community spirit during a home Devils game. We've been afforded this opportunity for the Sunday, March 8th game against the Philadelphia Flyers. As a selected community for the game, Hillsborough's Township Police Color Guard will participate in the pregame festivities and will be announcing more details shortly. There'll be an opportunity to purchase specially priced group tickets, and all that will be able to look at in the next e-news, which comes out this Friday. So if you're not signed up for the e-news yet, please do so you have an opportunity to purchase those tickets at a discounted price. Before we continue on this evening, we do have two special guests from our health office this evening, two of our health officials, Dr. Glenn Belnay and Sabrina Spano, here this evening to report on two health concerns that we've seen in the news a lot, unfortunately. enterovirus, D68, and Ebola. So if Dr. Belnice, if you could come up, please, and just give us a brief update on what we've been doing in town to make sure that we're safe here. I'm sorry, Siobhan, I apologize.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the Township Committee. Sit on. Okay. We'll actually turn the floor over to Siobhan. Siobhan is a person on staff who follows these communicable disease issues for us, keeps on top of them with the county and the state health department. We have a brief handout. She's going to give you an update on enterovirus
can give them all, pass it down.
D68.
They're crazy.
It's been around since the 60s, but it's reemerged, and then we're going to try and sort through as quickly as we can what you've been hearing a lot in the news, this Ebola issue. So with that, I'm going to have Siobhan take the presentation, and we'll answer any questions if there are.
Thank you.
Okay, just a little overview about enterovirus D68. It's an uncommon form of type of a very common virus called the enteroviruses, and there are about 100 of them that infect us in the summer and fall of every year. But this particular one, D68, isn't one that circulates frequently.
Could you just talk into the microphone a little
sorry.
more? Just
So
for the
that-
people at home, thank you.
So that means that, there are adults that have been exposed to the D68 and have immunity to it, and children are the ones that have not been exposed to it, and most likely will be the ones to come down with some type of symptoms, but most are mild. The ones that will have problems are the ones that have asthma and other chronic illnesses. The kids that are prone to wheezing and bronchitis, they're the ones that might wind up with serious symptoms and have hard trouble breathing and have to go to the emergency room. So that's why this disease is a particular concern. So the health department's been reaching out to the 17 child care facilities in Hillsborough. We've been going over all of our protocols, the usual ones that we use to follow up if they see any unusual numbers of respiratory illness, if they see any groups or clusters of disease that's happening in a particular classroom, and the same thing in the public schools. We've met with the school nurses, and we've gone over all of that, and we've also been meeting with other health departments and talking about how they're going through this and all their protocols so that we're all on the same page. So that's basically enterovirus. And then Ebola. Oh, the other thing about enteroviruses is that hand sanitizers don't work. So you need to wash hands, and that's a big message that we're trying to get out there is keep washing your hands. Stay home when you're sick. If you have a fever, if your child has a fever, don't send them to school for at least 24 hours after the fever is resolved. And just keep washing the hands and get a flu shot, because that's the next phase that we're going to be going through is the flu season. As far as Ebola, it's a rare virus, and of course everybody's heard that it originated in Africa. They think that it started in animals and most likely fruit bats. And now it's spreading person to person, and there's an outbreak in 3 West African countries. And the CDC's been updating all the health departments and, of course, changing protocols and everything every single day. So it's crazy with emails and teleconferences. And we've also been meeting with internally with OEM, the rescue squad, the police, administration, and fire safety to update our preparedness plan so they're on the same page with the CDC updates.
Yeah, as these guidelines evolve, we meet on a regular basis. We're as prepared as we can be, but we really are struggling to keep up with all the changes that seem to come every day.
Right, and the other thing is that we're lucky to have a group of health officers in Somerset County, the Greater Somerset Public Health Partnership, and we meet regularly, but now we're meeting more often, and we're also trying to get all of our follow-up information, how we're going to follow up on any people that are quarantined, all to be on the same page, to do it the same way. And we also are talking about and re-emphasizing our existing mutual aid support that we have for each other. So that's what we're doing right now.
Great. Any questions from the dais? Any comments? I did-
We'll keep on it.
Yeah, no, I just wanted, again, I wanted to have you guys come up here just because we have received a few phone calls and questions about what we're doing. So,
And also, we can direct our residents to the website, and put information and update that on a daily basis.
That's great. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bellamy and Ms. Spano, for a comprehensive update, and we'll continue to provide updates again through our website. Before we move on to proclamations, I meant to give the rest of my township committee members a chance to comment on the GSA. I know, Frank, you wanted to make a comment.
Yeah, Mayor, thank you. I just wanted to, as I've probably been the one that's, along with Committeewoman McCauley, engaged with the process the longest, just wanted to give a little bit of a more color to what's happening here. We purchased this property a number of years ago in conjunction with the county, and since that time, there's been, the proceeds that were effectively used to purchase the property were given back to us, put in escrow by the federal government to allow us to do some environmental remediation work. That process has been ongoing since we purchased, and now we're at the state where that work has been completed. We were out there the other day, as you noted. The property is leveled. You can see where the fields are to be done. What we show up there are the entry roads coming in off of Mountain View Road, and the fields there are effectively similar to what we see over at the Willow Road complex, with a couple of significant amenity adjustments that we'd be making to that, including significant concession stands, lighted fields, other amenities, and there's also a Challenger field there. For those of you that don't know, that's a sort of a for special needs to use the Challenger field. And we're really excited about the opportunity, about what's coming here. The county has been a tremendous partner with us on this. We finally named the park Mountain View, which is, if you saw the view that we saw the other day of the leveled area where it's graded now, it's basically sitting right below the Sourland Mountains. I think you can appreciate what that looks like, and it's really going to be a tremendous park facility for us. We also have additional phases that will be coming that we'll work with the county on, but right now we expect the county to be going to bid in the coming weeks on the work there, and we expect to really start the field development in early 2015. So it's something that we've been waiting for a long time. We're really proud to be able to get that design up there and show generally what it's going to look like, and no pun intended, but that's going to be a home run when it's done. So we're very excited about that.
Any other comments? Okay, we're going to move on to proclamations and presentations this evening. Is Burger King here? Can you represent us from Burger King? Yes. Yes, we are, okay. So first up, we are going to be recognizing businesses here in the town who have been here for more than 25 years, as been the practice the last several meetings. So again, first up, if Burger King, if you could come forward.
We were hoping for samples.
So, this is a certificate of recognition to Burger King for being a community partner here in Township. For 36 years, the Burger King's been here. And they just had their, like I mentioned, their grand reopening the other day. So if you haven't had a chance to see inside the new store, it looks beautiful inside. Everything looks great. So again, on behalf of Hillsborough Township, welcome to our community, and thank you for 36 years.
And thank you again.
Okay, so moving on to proclamations this evening. The first proclamation we're going to do is for the Team New Jersey 2014 Special Olympic Games. So anyone who participated in the games and any of the coaches, if you come forward. Look at all these medals. Yeah. How are you? How are you? Good. Good. See you. See you guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? I know you, buddy. How you doing? Good to see you again. How are you? All right, we're gonna all line up. We're gonna line up over here, okay? Perfect. Yep. Start on this end. Some over on this side. Perfect. All right. Good job. Okay. Right here. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you guys a task, too. I'm going to hand you the microphone. You have to say your name in a second, okay? So you're all ready. All right. Whereas the following Hillsborough Township athletes participated in the Team New Jersey 2014 Special Olympic Games and received medals in various events. Okay, ready? Okay.
Dane.
Dan Jordan, right?
Dan Georgia.
Okay.
Dane.
Brandon.
Amy.
Stephen Graham. Drew Vieira. Todd Hagan.
Mackenzie Mullins.
Rafael Rodriguez. Jeff Louie. Anna Lou Griffin. Richard Brinciato.
Kevin Moisako. Carolyn DeCarcia.
Ian.
And whereas the mission of the Special Olympics of New Jersey is to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. And whereas the 2014 Special Olympics USA Games was hosted by New Jersey on June 14th to the 21st, 2014, with nearly 3,500 athletes competing in 16 sports, supported by 1,000 coaches, 10,000 volunteers, and 50,000 spectators. And whereas Team New Jersey is made up of 272 athletes and 73 coaches representing every county in the state and fielding the largest delegation in the history of the Games. And whereas founded in 1968 by Eunice Kennedy Shriver, the Special Olympic movement has grown from a few hundred to nearly 4.2 million athletes in over 170 countries. And whereas these athletes are given continued opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participate in sharing of gifts, skills, and friendships with their families and other Special Olympic athletes in the community. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, do hereby recognize and honor the great accomplishments of these athletes, and we are proud that they are members of our community. Be it further proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee, do hereby recognize and extend our sincere congratulations to these athletes for receiving medals in the Special Olympics, and honor for both them and for those who have guided them, with best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations, everyone. We're going to take a few photos. Do our best, please. All right, I want one more photo. Can you guys load up your medals? So everyone can see the medals on the TV too? There you go. Do we have a coach or someone who would like to say a few words?
Just a few things I'd like to share. I'd first like to say how proud we are of all of our athletes and their accomplishments. All of you guys did an awesome job. To our athletes who aren't here tonight, there will be many other opportunities to earn medals, and we want you to know we are equally proud of all that you can do. Also, a big thank you to all of our coaches and volunteers for all their hard work and dedication in training our athletes and helping them to achieve their goals. This program would not run without them. Finally, we would like to thank Hillsborough Township and the Parks and Recreation Department for being very supportive of our athletes and our program. We are very excited about this partnership. They have helped us with many things, including equipment, gym space, soccer fields, and by promoting community awareness. I would also like to give a quick thank you to the Hillsborough Board of Education for their participation in Project Unify and the Future Young Athlete Program. We look forward to partnering with Hillsborough Township in our future programs. Thank you.
I want one more big round of applause for everybody. Okay, moving on to our next proclamation this evening. It's for domestic violence. Maybe there's someone from the Resource Center. Whereas domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior that a person uses against a partner, former partner, or family member to control that person. And whereas the problems of domestic violence are not confined to any groups or group of people, but cross all economical, racial, and societal barriers, and are supported by societal indifference. And whereas the crime of domestic violence violates an individual's privacy, dignity, security, and humanity due to systematic use of physical, emotional, sexual, psychological, and economic control and or abuse, with the impact of these crimes being wide-ranging. And whereas everyone deserves to live a life free from the fear of being hurt or killed by people who are supposed to love them. And whereas in our quest to impose sanctions on those who break the law by perpetuating violence, we must also meet the needs of victims of domestic violence who often suffer grave physical and psychological and financial losses. And whereas it is the victims of domestic violence themselves who have been in the forefront of efforts to bring peace and equality to the home. And whereas the Resource Center of Somerset has been serving people affected by domestic violence for over 35 years. And whereas the Resource Center of Somerset agency services include emergency shelter, legal advocacy, outreach, counseling, community education, volunteer domestic violence response teams working with local police departments, and more. And whereas the Resource Center of Somerset provides services to survivors of domestic abuse, women, men, and children, free of charge and in English and Spanish. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor of the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, hereby proclaim that the month of October to be National Domestic Violence Awareness Month in our community, and do hereby commend the efforts of the Resource Center of Somerset in aiding victims of domestic violence, and to promote the Resource Center of Somerset's 24-hour hotline at 866-685-1122.
I would just like to thank the mayor and the council for their continuing support. Every year, we know that they are here to provide the support that we need at the Resource Center. Our counseling and outreach services are provided here in Hillsborough. We do have a safe house and transitional housing, which are in undisclosed locations here in Somerset County. And please, if you or someone you know need help, please reach out to the Resource Center of Somerset. We can help you and your loved ones. That's what we've been doing for 35 years. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least this evening, we have a new Eagle Scout. Scott Weiss, you can come forward. Whereas Scott Weiss, a 2014 graduate of Hillsborough High School, a freshman at Raritan Valley Community College, and a member of Boy Scout Troop 1776, has earned the status of Eagle Scout. And whereas we, the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, recognize the many hours Scott devoted to attaining the status of Eagle Scout, working with diligence and making sacrifices in order to achieve this highly coveted position. And whereas Scott has served the Boy Scouts in an exemplary manner and is deserving of this honor bestowed upon him. And whereas Scott's Eagle Scout project consisted of building a chicken egg incubator for the Somerset County 4-H Wattles and Snood Poultry Club, eliminating the need to rent an incubator and helping them to maintain the economic success of the club. And whereas Scott is a certified welder from the Somerset County VOTAC program, whereas Scott has been a volunteer firefighter for Flagtown Firehouse since he was 16 years old, and whereas Scott serves as an example to the youth of Hillsborough Township through his high level of leadership and community service, and we are very proud that he is a member of our community. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, do hereby recognize and extend our sincere congratulations to Scott Weiss for his achievement, the status of Eagle Scout, an honor for both him and for those who have guided him with best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations. I have to, as a side note, I've known Scott since he was born, his entire life. So it's an honor for me to be giving this proclamation and to embarrass his parents, which I have also known for a very long time. Okay, thank you once again for all of everyone being here tonight, and congratulations to everyone who was recognized, to our Special Olympics, for Domestic Violence Month, and also to our new Eagle Scout. Congratulations, and thank you all for attending. You're more than welcome to stay, but I'll understand if you'd like to leave at this time. So have a great evening.
You need Greg back.
Does Greg have to be back?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Ready? Okay, moving. There being no new business this evening, we're going to move on to public comment on business and matters not on the agenda this evening. Does anyone have any public comments? Seeing no public comments, we're going to move on to introduction of new ordinances, which we do not have at this time. So we're going to move on to consideration number 1 this evening, which is a resolution authorizing Mazer Consulting, PA, to provide engineering services for the installation of passive landfill gas management systems at the Sunnymead Municipal Landfill in an amount not to exceed $58,000 pursuant to NJAC 7:26-2A.9E 2XI and NJDEP requirements at the Sunnymead Municipal Landfill, Block 182, Lot 7B. This contract is for Mazer to provide design, construction, reporting for a passive landfill gas management system at the Sunnymead landfill. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Resolution number 2, authorizing a one-time stipend payment of $1,000 per Article XXIII, or 33, Paragraph J of the AFS-CME Local 3697 bargaining agreement to Ed Allett, serving as acting construction code official on an as-needed basis. Ed is the township's fire subcode official, and he also holds a license as the construction code official. At times, during the absence of the construction code official, Mr. Allett is called upon to act on his behalf in order to ensure the efficiency flow of permitting work by the building department. The white-collar contract calls for the $1,000 one-time stipend when an official uses his other license for the benefit of the township. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes?
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Resolution number 3, authorizing a stipend payment of $1,000 per Article 32, wages of the Teamsters 469 contract to Ray Drift for his exemplary service as senior mechanic for the Department of Public Works. Ray Drift has been recommended for a stipend payment per the Teamsters contract. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes?
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Resolution number 4, authorizing a special item of revenue and appropriation. Hillsborough Township has received a grant of $4,801.92 from the New Jersey Department of Law and Public Safety for body armor. This resolution requests the Director of the Division of Local Government Services to approve the insertion of this item of revenue in the budget for the year 2014 in the amount listed in the resolution and previously mentioned. As you know, grant money is always greatly appreciated here in Hillsborough. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes?
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Resolution number 5, authorizing the hire of Lynn S. Rosenthal as a part-time technical assistant office clerk in the Township Building Department effective October 29, 2014, at $14.50 per hour, not to exceed 29 hours per week. There exists a vacancy in the position of part-time technical assistant in the building department. This resolution authorizes the hiring to fill that existing vacancy. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais?
Mayor, just a quick comment that I had the pleasure of interviewing Ms. Rosenthal along with Anthony Ferrera, Township Administrator, and after Department Head. So I just wanted to say welcome and good luck on your new position. Thank you.
Any other comments?
Good luck.
Good luck.
And welcome. Any comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes?
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes, and congratulations. Now moving on to the consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve consent agenda?
So
this
moved.
evening?
Second?
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes?
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes. Moving on to claims list. May I have a motion to approve claim list 2014-19?
So moved.
Second? Second.
That was a tie, but we'll go roll call.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeewoman McCauley.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Burchett.
Yes.
And Mayor Thompson.
Yes, that concludes our regular meeting this evening. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.